I'm going to turn to domestic politics. Several of the Democratic lawmakers featured in a video urging members of the military to disobey illegal orders say that they have received bomb threats after President Trump accused them of, quote, seditious behavior punishable by death. I want you to listen and to watch what your Republican colleague in the Senate said about that. Let's listen.
Everybody knows that the president is famous for his unfiltered social media. But if you take at face value the idea that calling your opponents traitors and then specifically saying that it warrants the death penalty is reckless, inappropriate, irresponsible. There are a number of other ways to describe it, but it's not something that is helping the country heal wounds. I think it stirs things up, and really I think we can do better.
Do you agree with Senator Paul there?
No, what I agree with is what the president did. The president actually brought attention to the seriousness of the video that the Democrat senators put together. Think of what the Democrat senators are doing, telling rank and file military members that they can obey unlawful orders. You don't need to follow your commander in chief, right? That is extremely dangerous, not only for the members, but also for national security. So I think what we did was point out the oath of office that they had to uphold. We reminded them of that oath of office. And for the Democrats to put out this video as an obstructionist just doesn't make sense. That is not what is supposed to happen. Go ahead.
No. I understand you disagree with what the Democratic lawmakers said in that video, telling troops to disobey illegal orders. It stems from the Nuremberg's defense. So I understand you have questions about that, right? The president, though, in response to that, said that that was sedition, punishable by death, and reposted a post about, hanging, because that's what George Washington would have done. But do you condemn threats of violence against your fellow members of Congress? Can you condemn that?
The threat, there should never be threats of violence, period, by anybody, by either side, right? That's why we live in America, right? Because we don't have to deal with issues like that. Threats of violence are never acceptable. Period. End of conversation. I think what the president was doing, though, was reminding you of the oath that you did take, and there are consequences. So you can have freedom of speech, but freedom of speech does not mean freedom from consequences.